I like the way you just talked about how Bitcoin has one half of the pie and Ethereum has one half of the pie. And I think just 2022, we're at just this great crossroads of people are like asking for solutions. They're asking people overarchingly are just looking at the options of things. In my opinion, and maybe this is sounds dumb and dumbed down, but like to me, there's not, I don't know who to follow like in Ethereum or in smart contracts or like any of this stuff. Like, because the biggest accounts in both camps are kind of their funding is tied to the old way of doing things. Like that, I think that truly is happening. And there hasn't been a DAO because of what I just brought up about hacks. There's not a great DAO or a great like tool to point to that has like, fully done this. I think the ones that have gotten like the closest and honestly aren't super talked about like as smart contracts, I think are these mixers like in the CoinJoin services. Because what happens is you have people that came together that put software on the internet and then they get paid from the software on the internet. I think those projects, and that's ironic that like this Tornado Cash, I don't know, I understand the way that the CoinJoin implementations are built better than I do, still not an expert, but better than how Tornado Cash was built. But they're small projects that got built and the person got paid. I think sometimes these DAOs and these DEXs and all these things that are trying to get built, they're trying to do too much at one time. And I used to think that the word like tokenomics, like I thought that was a joke. I didn't know that was like a serious thing. Understanding all the game theory and understanding all the things of like tokens are an alternative to regular startup financing because they're building software that the establishment doesn't want to be written, which is a valiant goal. But then there's there's not one great example to like point to as a tipping point yet. So I think that's where that's factoring into everything. Like I wish, and kind of that, like I wish this Tornado Cash guy had been more famous before this all happened. Like I wish he would, like we need people to be leaders, like and have charisma and publicly think and talk about things.